uh, do you think Muslims, Christians, and Jews should unite to combat against the bigotry and radicalism, as these are a threat to peace and harmony in the world? And I have a second question. What do you think of an alliance of true believers in solving their common problems?
Well, I think that it is very important for not just Muslims, Jews, and Christians, but also Hindus and Buddhists and those who do not necessarily believe in a religion per se. Everyone of goodwill to come together to work for peace and harmony throughout the world. As I said, what is important is that we understand our different beliefs, but our commonality is that of working towards peace and towards a better future for all of us. Yeah. Because we as humanity have very complex problems. There is, issues like global warming, development, the fiscal crisis, all of these different challenges that human beings face can only be solved when people from different cultures come together to solve these issues. As I mentioned earlier, that's when you have the smart ideas, that's when you have different ideas coming from different people. And it is, when you look at the fact that, there are 2 billion plus people in areas that are neither Muslim or Christian or Jewish in terms of their religions, but they are mostly other religions. It is important for the Abrahamic religions, I think, to be able to work with these other religions in ability to work together to solve the common problems.
Yeah. And Jerry, your comment, please.
Well, first off, I want to say that I agree completely. There are a lot of faiths in the world that there are clashes even there. And one discussion that I was actually in the other night with a person, they were actually asking me about this. When I had, I didn't really have to tell them I was Muslim. They pretty much, I guess, gathered from the discussion we were having. And what they had asked me was that if I were talking to an atheist, if I would have respect for them. They said, because you're Muslim, you probably wouldn't, right? And I said, well, no, I respect everybody. And the differences we have are not the kind of differences that should keep people from working together or from trying to solve problems. That would only create more problems. So the thing of it is even in the Quran, it tells us to protect people that aren't of the faith. We're supposed to protect everybody. That is one way to look at it. And what I had told them was whether you're Muslim or Christian or Jew or Buddhist or Hindu or even atheist, what would your conscience tell you to do on the good side of this? If somebody was in trouble, you would protect them. That is morality. That's integrity. And those are the things that we have to work on, that we have to work with each other, is that common morality that we have, the common integrity we have for each other as human beings, because we're all human beings first. Between the three Abrahamic religions, as far as combating bigotry, and I understand that question completely, the bigotry that we have in all religions, I think is something that we can all work together on. And a lot of this comes from tradition and romanticism and sentimentality. And this isn't just in religion, it can be in politics or football games or school or even relationships, which was another discussion I was in this morning again with somebody. They were talking about people that are raised in areas that have no idea what religion is. And that they have hatred for people of religion because they don't understand it, or they don't like people of another country because maybe they have no idea of these people of the other countries. I said, well, that is part of romanticism. And the person could not agree with me at all. And I said, well, we can agree to disagree but that is Romanticism because it's not based on anything that they know for a fact or that they know as an educational fact. It's just something that they've been brought up to believe. So yes, that is Romanticism. So this the problem we have with that is that Romanticism, sentimentality, traditionalism, they run whether religious or political or whatnot, you know, the whole gambit. We have problems with this in all areas, and especially people in areas as was just mentioned. You know, we have maybe 2 billion people in an area that aren't of any religion, and for whatever reason, you know, if maybe they were raised, you know, they weren't raised in a religion, or they're not educated about a religion, or they're just not religiously inclined. But that's no less reason to not respect those people and to work with them. And if a lot of times, I think what can be said is that there are a lot of people that don't have any idea that there's an outside world. I mean, we have places around the world that don't have the kind of communications that a lot of us have. There's a large amount of people that cannot do what we're doing right here. They may have never even used a phone. So there are a lot of people that just do not have the education or the knowledge of that outside world or what other cultures are like. So there's also, along with the 3 Abrahamic faiths, working together to care for bigotry that is going on because of the traditionalists and the ultra-conservative and stuff like this we have, that people take religion and use it for their own vices, I think is one problem we have here, that we can all work together and help work through that. That will definitely help to improve relations between all of the faiths. And as far as those that are not religious, education in itself is learning other cultures and what those other cultures are about, and even knowing maybe that these other cultures may not know or have the education that some people do. That's no reason to look at them and say, well, we can't work with you because you're so different or because you don't believe. All 3 books of the Abrahamic faith tell us that to educate, to protect, and to work and to love one another. So the bottom line is there back again to we're all humans first.
All right. Yes.
Right.